Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. Hope everyone had a good Christmas holiday season. What do we got in this pack? We have some cards I've never seen before. Guardian Scale Lord. No, I have seen this. This one's cool. Bring stuff back. Atali is cool. Nadu is in the cube. I wonder if they have like the combos with it. Be target or a spell or ability. Real top card. I mean, it's just a 3-mana 3/4 flyer with like a ton of upside, so that one's interesting. Cure makes 8/8s, which is also pretty cool. But I mean, GTA is just like, it's not good in every matchup, but the matchups it's good in, it just obliterates them, and it's colorless. So we take a GTA. The One Ring is also a card I've never cast, um, but it's broken. I can tell you that much. So that's also an option I could see taking if you want to do some more unfair stuff. You know what? I've taken GTA like 100 million times. I've never played with the One Ring. So let's take the One Ring. I think GTA is probably the correct pick, just it's cheaper. And like mana curve matters a lot. You take GTA, you could follow it up with like Phyrexian Revoker, stay open. Because just the creature decks, red white tends to be like quite strong. But never played the One Ring, so we're going that direction. There's Delighted Halfling. We could make an uncounterable the One Ring. I think that's right. A legendary spell. Yeah, so that's possible. I could take Spell Pierce. Just it's a good card, helps me stay open. I could take Gush, just have infinite card draw. I mean, I could also just take Phyrexian Revoker here. That makes Workshop a better top deck. The problem is One Ring tends to be better with like controlling decks, but it's probably just fine in any deck. And Revoker is also just like pretty good in most decks. We'll try the Halfling. I don't know. This is Caleb drafting stuff he hasn't taken before, so. Coveted Jewel, Once Upon a Time. Ooh, they added Mind Collapse. This is a card I almost put in my cube, but it's like really good and bad, which I think is a good place to be. Just 0 mana, deal 5 damage to something. The fact that it hits Planeswalkers is also quite nice. So Indatha Triome helps us go Abzan if we want to do that. Coveted Jewel is just a sweet card. I love this card so much. It's good with Tinker. Like, we could just try and go into big artifacts by taking the payoffs before we take the enablers, which is not what I would recommend, but it's something we can do. We have the option, and I'm gonna do it. I love Coveted Jewel more than most. Narset. Well, okay. You know what? Yeah, rewarded, I guess. We'll take a Tinker. Show and Tell. Can I show and tell a Coveted Jewel? Is that the worst idea you've ever heard? Maybe. There's also Tendrils. I could go like Tendrils, Coveted Jewel stuff. Um, 3 mana. It's basically a 0 mana draw 3, which is definitely something. I could take Soul Guide Lantern just to have like a good artifact that I can tinker out. Glimmerlens is okay. Occult Epiphany is also okay. I should have taken the Phyrexian Revoker. Soul Guide Lantern's like pretty bad, but I do need cheap artifacts for Tinker, so well, there's the Batter Ball. Ooh, Displacer Kitten. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, you know what? Displacer Kitten, Coveted Jewel, Displacer Kitten, the One Ring. Yeah, we'll do that. Sorry, Bird Battlesphere. We've got bigger things to attend to. Reign of Filth, Undercity Sewers. I like Reign of Filth. Screaming Nexus, not really for us. None of this other stuff. I think it's between Sewers and Reign of Filth. Basically, do I want the Enabler or the Fixing first? I think this is probably a little bit worse than Dark Ritual in this particular deck, so I'm gonna take the Sewers. But I mean, I wouldn't turn it down if I had already had the Fixing for that card. Marionette Apprentice. Whenever artifacts put in a graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life. That one's okay. Okay, so they do have Survival of the Fittest and Anger and Hogak. They're taking notes from my cube, I see. Seething Song. I mean, when you have Displacer Kitten, you can run some messed up stuff. So we'll do that. Bring to Light can grab Tinker, right? Yeah, so Bring to Light for Tinker is probably just the play. It's an expensive Tinker, but sometimes we'll take it. So that's fine. I mean, like, we're missing out on, like, Dark Slick Shores, Copperline Gorge, which are both good. But I don't know. We'll take Bring to Light for Tinker. There's our Gush, Firebolt, Fanatic of Ronus. I'm looking at Gush. Gush Displacer Kitten is kind of nasty, but Firebolt could also keep us alive. Take Gush. There is some weird value with Gush and like Undercity Sewers being able to like return your surveil lands and then put it back down. Kind of interested in that. We have Bring to Light Valky. I think that works. They might have eroded it, but we're gonna try it. There's our Anger. I think we take a piggy bank, just in case we need more Tinker targets. This can grab creature, instant, or sorcery card. I'll take Goblin Crater Maker, I guess, and then Jace. And Rain of Filth Wield. Okay. I mean, someone took Tendrils but didn't take Rain of Filth, so that tells me it was probably like a hate draft. There's a Mox Ruby, that's great. Mystical Tutor also would be so good with Tinker in this deck. Someone took the Battle Sphere. Oh, there's Portal to Phyrexia. This is like one of the best Tinker targets because it's a board wipe that like is then just a win condition. So that one's also awesome. Kind of messed up with Displacer Kitten. Every time you play a spell, your opponent sacrifices 3 permanents or 3 creatures. It's not bad, but with Tinker, you know, some red cards, we got to take Mox Ruby. Like this deck needs the acceleration, and oh, okay, okay. We're just, before it goes away, we're gonna take it. That's like the best possible card we could have asked for. This pack is completely loaded. Ocelot Pride, Ragavan, Fire Covenant, Scrapwork, Mutt, Talisman. I mean, yeah, but we got past the Soul Rings, so we're just gonna do it before someone asks questions of how we got here. We got Skull Clamp. That's not good with what we currently have. Jace lets us win if we have no cards, so that's a win condition. We just Displacer Kitten, Coveted Jewel, deck ourselves with Jace out. Not mad about it. Here we have Polluted Delta. Green and black both seem to be there. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm more likely to want the black cards than the green cards. Well, I guess I only want Valky if I have Bring to Light. So I'll take Misty Rainforest. Yeah, I mean, Skull Clamp's okay in this, not this deck, but I think I need the fixing first. There's a Brainstorm, there's a Spirebluff Canal. Interested in Brainstorm. Exploration is not amazing here. But it's interesting. There's Terra Sunder. But I think I just need like as many cheap spells as I can with Displacer Kitten, because really the play is like, you play this, and then you should be able to just win the game. So Brainstorm's like not the best when you don't have that many fetches or shuffle effects, but it's still just kind of 1 mana draw card at the worst. I know you can get quote unquote Brainstorm locked, but like you got 2 cards deeper when you played it. So I think I just take Brainstorm here, and you know, we'll pick up some fetches. There's a Time Twister, Metamorph, Ballista. So Metamorph is really good with Coveted Jewel. Time Twister is really good with other stuff. And there's a chance Metamorph comes around. There's not much of a chance Time Twister comes around. Metamorph, 1 ring, also gets around the legendary problem. I can Metamorph for Bring to Light because it's a creature. It's a good Tinker target in some situations. Yeah, let's Metamorph Coveted Jewel. Time Twister's so good. I want to Metamorph. Okay. We have Brain Surge, Daze, Everflowing Chalice, Shieldred, Hedge Maze. This kind of feels like a Hedge Maze to me. That way I can cast my Bring to Lights and stuff. Chalice is also like really good. It's a good card to hit off Tinker. It also ramps us into our more expensive plays. Yeah, especially with Displacer Kitten card that I want to get down early. I guess I'll take the acceleration, and maybe I can cut some of these more ambitious splash cards. I could take Vampiric Tutor. That's, you know, basically perfect for finding Tinker. I don't really know how this deck wins once I cast Tinker, but maybe I do need this. I'm just going to take the Breeding Pool. I basically, Bring to Light is like Vampiric Tutor, so being able to cast it seems okay. So there's Thespian Sage. There was Dark Depth somewhere, so that combo is around. Talisman of Curiosity honestly seems pretty good in this deck. We need the ramp and stuff. Saheeli I also like. If there was any chance Skullclamp wheels or we had Skullclamp, Saheeli's quite good. Sensei's Top is fine. It's really dirtily. I'm just going to take the on-color Talisman. Kappa Cannoneer. What does this do? Whenever creature you control deals combat damage, so I'm not doing that. I mean, this card is just big. It doesn't look like an artifact, but it says artifact on there. So I could, in theory, tinker for Kappa Cannoneer. I mean, it just wins games. There's Llanowar Tireless Tracker, but One Ring. Sure, I'll take a Cannoneer, I guess. Eureka. Hold up. Eureka put down. Coveted Jewel, the One Ring. No, that's pretty bad. We'll take the Talisman. Don't want any of these. Zerda. No. Stuff costs one less, but that doesn't really do anything for me. I could take a Stern Scolding so I can survive. Emperor of Bones is just fine. We're not doing that. Exile things, Exploration Zernorb. Are we ever Bazaar of Baghdading? I don't think so. I'm going to take an Exploration and probably not play it. I will play a Bayou. There's our Dark Depths to go with our Thespian stage. I'll just take Dam. I also don't know. I guess you'd probably have to pay the overload cost off Bring to Light. Yeah. Manifold Key is kind of messed up with the One Ring. So that is an option. We have Shifting Woodland to go with the One Ring as well. That might be something we try and wheel. Same with Manifold Key. I think this deck just really wants mana drain. Like, I have some expensive cards to cast, and I mana drain something and then just play it. It seems good. It gives us some amount of interaction, which I like. And then maybe we can wheel Crabomination, Manifold Key, stuff like that. I am seeing a lot of stuff from the discard archetype in my cube in here, and it makes me think Bazaar of Baghdad might be a higher pick. I would have to look at the actual cube list, but like there's Anger, Master of Death, Hogak, and some other stuff. So if Squeeze in here, I could see Bazaar of Baghdad like actually being somewhat playable, which would be pretty exciting. I like the idea of that. It feels like someone is cutting the big artifacts, which isn't the best. I like Lotus Petal. That's really good with Displacer Kitten. Prismatic Vista also might just be like this mana base is a nightmare, but like Lotus Petal's fixing too, so we'll take a Lotus Petal here. Okay, Cauldron Complete. It's a good one. Up the Beanstalk, Phantasmal Image, Atraxa. Can't really cast Atraxa. Add a counter, 1 mana, put a nest counter, and then you make spiders. That one's like fine, I guess. Counter complete. Like, this is fine, but it's not like a great win condition. I feel like Jace is just our win condition, as weird as that sounds. There's no way I can get enough mana for Emrakul, right? Probably not. Is this when it enters? Whenever you cast a spell. Okay, so that doesn't combo as well with Displacer Kitten. I mean, this deck can draw a ton of cards. I could just play an Alpha Deathclaw. I could just take a Knight's Whisper. I'm gonna take the big artifact. It's like a pretty good... Okay, well, immediate regrets we have a win condition. This is literally the deck that I drafted like 2 drafts ago. I definitely regret taking this now. Mishra's Workshop. I regret it less. This card is actually not amazing in the deck, but it's decent enough. Let me see. Metamorph, One Ring, Jewel, Triplicate Titan, Talisman, Talisman. It's not as good as I would have thought. It lets me have some busted starts. I'm missing out on like a Frantic Search or an Urza's Bauble if I don't take it. I mean, I can play the One Ring like turn 1, which is not terrible. Oh, it's also good with Chalice. Chalice goes like here. I'll take it. There's Preordain. Preordain's great in this deck. Again, we're just trying to Displacer Kitten. Recurring Nightmare is actually kind of interesting because like Triplicate Titan plus Displacer Kitten, that gives us like a lot of redundancy to our combo. We don't have a ton of discard outlets. If I had taken Frantic Search, that would be better. So I think I just take Preordain, but if Recurring Nightmare comes around, I'm interested. Oh, there's Thassa's Oracle. I have Jace, which kind of does the same thing. Jace is weak to like removal, but that's something. Whenever you discard a card, exile card from your graveyard, and then you can put stuff in your graveyard and make treasure tokens. I don't have a ton of discard outlets. Walt Mountain Forest. Talisman of Progress is okay. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, make a 1/1. I'm gonna take the currency converter actually. Mishra's Research Desk. Sacrifice this, exile the top 2 cards of your library, choose one, you can play that card, and then we can unearth it. That's interesting. We do have Scion of Draco, which is probably something we'll be able to cast for fairly cheap. It costs 2 less for each basic land type, and we're gonna have. I don't think I'm playing the red cards to be honest. So we're gonna have 3, so it's gonna cost 6 for a 4/4 flyer. That's not amazing. I think I just take the research desk here. That can help me deck myself. We do get Manifold Key and Corbomination and Shifting Woodland. Key is good with Currency Converter, Chalice, One Ring, Coveted Jewel for mana. Shifting Woodland is just okay. Yeah, we'll take the key, I guess. We're trying to deck ourselves, so anything that aids in that endeavor is probably worthwhile. The boots can protect my kitten. Good with Triplicate Titan, good with Kappa Cannoneer. Otherwise, Nurturing Peatland can help me. I don't know if I'm playing this Delighted Halfling here. I'll take the boots, I guess. Probably just taking the Alpha Deathclaw in case I need more win conditions. This is like literally a deck I just drafted. This is so bizarre. I don't think this is a Thopter Foundry deck. Blooming Marsh just helps with Bring to Light stuff, I guess. It's not great. The mana in this deck is not amazing, but we're basically blue-black. Oh, there's Frantic Search. Endurance could help me bring back my win conditions, but I'm just gonna take Frantic Search. We'll be faster. White of the Reliquary. I don't think I'm doing either of these. I'll let someone else fear of missing out. Is this a good card here? No. I mean, if I want to add the red cards, maybe, but I don't think I need them. Yeah, we still have plenty of playables here. Okay, so we need to make some cuts. I think the odds of me turn 1 Delighted Halfling is so low. I could even just cut Bring to Light and just be straight blue-black. Let me look what that looks like. I mean, the green splash, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you know what? Yeah, the backside of Valky is red. And this is also a win condition late game, so I think I run this. That just lets me cast Valky and Bring to Light for bigger stuff. And the green stuff, I think this works. Let me check, actually. I should probably Google this. It used to, but Magic keeps changing the rules. The internet says yes, but the internet can't always be trusted, so I guess we'll just wait and find out. Okay, so there's a win condition. I almost want to just cut Kappa Cannoneer, but I do have so many cheap artifacts that I can probably just like steal some games with this card. I just want to cut the Frantic Search. I mean, I have so much card draw. I probably don't need Reign of Filth. Ishra's Research Desk, I also need red mana for. This card's like pretty awkward in the deck. I know it's a cheap artifact that I can unearth, but it's also like it exiles them and I can only play them till end of turn, and there's so many hits that like I don't really want to hit off Mishra's Research Desk. So that's something. I'm wondering if this is an exploration deck. I don't think it is because I don't have enough card draw. It's kind of like if I draw the one ring, yeah, exploration would be nice, but if I draw the one ring, I win anyway. So 16 land with 3 talismans is quite a few mana sources, but I don't see a great way around that unless I want to just put in like a Kaldra Complete in here, which is like fine, but Triplicate Titan's just such a better Tinker target. So I think I do this, add these. So I mean, I'm basically just playing black for Valky. Maybe I cut Collective Brutality for Frantic Search. Frantic Search plus Workshop is kind of cool. That could let me like turbo out a Coveted Jewel. That did rhyme, for what that's worth. Okay, let's do that. And then we're just gonna add like a bunch of islands. Yeah, 7 islands. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blue sources. That's plenty. Green sources, we have 1 green card, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green sources. That's probably plenty. And then red sources, we have 1, 2, 3 off the Lotus Petal. If we ever want to cast the backside of Valky, I guess Coveted Jewel, technically. Not terrible. So that's 14 lands, basically 15 lands with Mox Ruby. Black sources, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I could probably just run Collective Brutality if I need like to remove something. Both of these let me hold up blue. I think I'm just gonna add Stern Scolding. Run 15 lands because I have double Talisman Soul Ring. Oh, my deck has Soul Ring. I forgot about that. Wait, this deck is nuts. Alright, we will run it like this. This might be too few lands, but we'll find out. See you all round one. All right, we're playing against Scatino. Everyone, good luck, have fun, and we're on the play. All right, let's get like some messed up hands. No, this hand is terrible. Mulligan. Uh, yeah, I mean, we'll keep this and put back Coveted Jewel. I mean, honestly, if I draw a Workshop, I might just be able to cast this. I could get rid of the Soul Guide Lantern because it doesn't really do anything. I'm gonna regret this if they're on Reanimator, but yeah, if I draw a Workshop or Soul Ring, then Coveted Jewel is just like quite playable. Of course, they're on black, so maybe I do. Okay, there's the Workshop. So we are gonna do some stuff, but I don't want them to know all the stuff we can do. So we're gonna play Talisman this turn. Next turn, I get to go Workshop, Coveted Jewel, Metamorph the Coveted Jewel. Yeah, it seems good. In case you haven't noticed, this is like one of my favorite cards of all time. It's so sick. I've never played with it in Commander. I don't know if it's like more or less fun there. Oh, please don't counter this. Ooh. Okay, well. Soul Ring. Will you counter this? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coveted Jewel. Will you counter this? No. I will draw 3 cards. Thank you. Those are 3 terrible cards. Let me metamorph. We're playing Constructed Vintage right now. Okay. Ooh. We're set up, but if I play Displacer Kitten this turn, they can just kill it. So we're gonna do it next turn, and then we're gonna fully combo off. We go Displacer Kitten, Preordain, Blink the Coveted Jewel, and then like we just play our whole deck. This deck is beautiful. They could have Counter Magic up, but I think that's fine because I have so much stuff going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I can play around like 600 Mana Tides. Displacer Kitten. I can even hold priority. Okay. Let's just bring... Well, we can just do all of this stuff. Tap this for blue. Cast Preordain. Blink this. Draw 3 cards. Get mana. Not bad. Try 2, then draw a card. Bottom, top. Do I just bring to light for something here? Because I can, probably. Red, that. No, I need red. Yeah, we're just gonna bring to light for something. Probably gonna be Tinker. Let's hold up the blue. This is gonna blink Coveted Jewel. Ooh, I can copy Displacer Kitten. I'm gonna like super deck myself. Nah, we'll just copy Coveted Jewel. Okay, there's Jace. So let's go ahead and Tinker. Cast Tinker doing this. We are going to, this time, just Displacer Kitten the Soul Ring just for some more mana. Because I don't want to draw the Triplicate Titan this turn. Oh, I could also grab the One Ring. I do like the One Ring. Grab the One Ring. Okay. We've done some stuff. Let's Valky to look at their hand. Right? Choose a creature card. Just make sure there's nothing like crazy going on there. They Monolink Valky. I think I pay this. I just want to see their hand, like get more information about their deck. Snapcaster Mage, Dauthi Voidwalker, Time Walk, Mox Sapphire. Okay, we'll take Snapcaster Mage. So they're just like super dead. So let's draw off the One Ring. Frantic Surge, pretty good. I'm going to tap this for a bunch of blue. And then if you would draw a card where your library has no cards on it, you win the game instead. So we'll play Jace. Jace is gonna blink Coveted Jewel. Yes. Okay, add some mana. Play Mox Ruby. Blink the Coveted Jewel. I mean, we're doing it. This is beautiful. Add some mana. Play this. Blink the Coveted Jewel. Yeah, I mean, we just win here. Cast this off the workshop. Blink the coveted jewel. What should I use to deck myself? I guess probably Manifold Key just really going in. Yeah, okay. So we're doing stuff. They're like blue-black control. Probably need Collective Brutality in this matchup just to take their counter magic. I'm trying to think. This almost feels like a matchup where Kaldra Complete could be good. But I think Kappa Cannonier's probably better. Stern Scolding was good against two of the creatures that I saw in their deck. So that's something. I think I bring in the Brutality. And I probably just cut the Boots. Although Boots Triplicate Titan is like pretty good. And Kappa Cannoneer. This deck is so messed up. I don't care what else happens the rest of the league. I got to do the thing. I guess I just cut Frantic Search against them. This hand's alright. It's not great, but it's not terrible. We get to go Talisman into a kicked Everflowing Chalice. I'll keep this. Okay, they wisely play out the Mox Sapphire this time. Turn 1 Tameo is pretty good. Collective Brutality can't even kill Tameo. That's wild. I'm gonna lead on Island in case they have like discard. I can Brainstorm to like protect some stuff in my hand. But if their play is just Tameo, Crack a Clue, we're okay with that. Dothy Voidwalker. Okay, so I can kill that. I mean, he doesn't matter so much. Let me think about this. We can kill the Voidwalker. They only have 3 cards in hand. It does buy me a lot of time, so I think I will do that. Cast. I want to see their hand and kill the creature. And I have to discard 1 card, which honestly at this point is probably just a Brainstorm. The worst card in my hand. Harvester of Misery. Sure. It makes creatures smaller. Okay, so their hand is terrible. They do have Tameo, which can help them get out of that. But, like, just removing their clock makes things so much better for me, so they play an island. Says Menace? Okay. So they can play that next turn, I think. Or they could double crack clues and get back some spells. Tameo's ultimate comes down pretty fast as well. So I guess that's their clock against me. Mana Drain's pretty good. Okay. I get to play Talisman and still hold up Mana Drain. In case they just like cast Harvester of Misery. I probably do Mana Drain, just their clock is much slower. But the land engine tapped. Opter Foundry, I don't care about. I'm just gonna Mana Drain like a big play, because right now nothing they're doing is scary. Tameo Ultimate is a little scary, but even then, like, I should be able to just win. Lotus Petal, so it's a little awkward because I'm kind of telegraphing my mana drain with this, like how I'm playing right now. Full Guide Lantern, we can get rid of that. Yeah, it is a little awkward that I'm telegraphing the mana drain, but oh well. I'm gonna have the biggest Everflowing Chalice in the world. I do need a way to deal with Tameo because she's gonna ultimate pretty soon. And they get to make a 1/1 here and draw a card. Sure, you got the thing. Bring to light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So their hand is Harvester of Mystery and 2 unknowns. I can bring to light for Tinker. I can set up for like a big bring to light next turn actually. Let's play Lotus Petal. Oofed is my second main, which again telegraphs some stuff. Cast Chalice kicked twice. They miss. If they mana leak this, I think that's fine. Okay, that resolves. They have Tameo at 6. They get to Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. When this creature attacks, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback. Flashback's cost is equal to that card's mana cost. I mean, it's a 3/3? I think I'm just going to counter this while I have the mana up. That gives me 4 additional mana next turn. Oh, they have Spell Pierce or something? Okay, they just do that. Okay, end step. So next turn, I get to Gush and Tinker and hope that's enough. My opponent's flooding pretty hard. But they're about to Tamiyo ultimate and draw half their deck. So the hope is that I can just kill them before that happens. And what I really want to see is them just cast Harvester of Misery. And this looks like they're casting just the Harvester. Yeah, okay. So they just have to kill their own Thopter. Okay. Not so mad about that. I think they probably brought that in because it kills Displacer Kitten. But like, you don't cast Displacer Kitten unless you can do stuff with it. That was kind of a bad draw. However, I think I can Bring to Light for Displacer Kitten. But I need 4 types of mana, so I think I have to play Coveted Jewel first, right? Because I have green, black, blue, but I need 4 to get Displacer Kitten. So we're going to start here. Remand my Coveted Jewel. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, good card in hand for them. So next turn they can ultimate and have all their mana up. I don't think there's much I can do about that, which is pretty unfortunate. So now what can I Bring to Light for? Creature, instant, or sorcery card. I can Bring to Light for Tinker and grab the One Ring. Blue, green, black. I think Bring to Light for Tinker is definitely the play, now that I can't grab the Kitten. Because they're going to like draw their whole deck, and I think having protection from everything when they draw their deck is probably pretty good. Oh, I can also Bring to Light for Valki. You may play cards and you may spend mana that were mana any color. Probably still just Tinker. Cast Tinker. Tinker's gonna grab. I mean, I'm really thinking it's just the One Ring. I know Triplicate Titan's there, but like protection from everything when they're drawing their deck is pretty nice. I get to draw a card. Soul Ring. I haven't played a land, so I think I do Gush. Stern Scolding I can hold up. Or I could just play Soul Ring. I think Soul Ring gives me more mana. I have protection from everything. They do have Snapcaster Mage, so I can Stern Scolding to stop Snapcaster Mage from doing stuff. And then just pass the turn. This deck is crazy. I really like it. Okay, they draw a lot of stuff. They only have 11 cards in deck. Where's my Brain Freeze? It would be so good in this matchup. Is this a May? Wait. I could play Coveted Jewel, make a copy of Coveted Jewel, and then if they hit me, they have to draw 6 cards, and their deck isn't that big. So I could basically make it so they can't attack me because they would deck themselves. Right? This just makes their no maximum hand size. Coveted Jewel protection. That's what I'm here for. They can't play any discard spells. Right now, the only counter spell I know of is Miscalculation and Remand, or Mana Leak. I don't know if I can play Coveted Jewel around Mana Leak is the problem. So they're going to get a lot of Thopters. Time Warp, okay. I still have protection. I'm really glad I played that. And eventually they can get back Time Warp with Tamiyo. What? Oh, if you cast it? Oops. This card is less broken than I thought. Okay, well, that play was bad. Now that I know that this is if you cast it. There's probably a bunch of people like yelling at me like, Caleb, you don't have protection from stuff, but I don't play Modern. I don't... Okay, that's much worse now. I thought I had protection from everything. I think in that case, I should just get Valki. They're going to improvise out a Kappa Cannoneer, it looks like. Yep, okay. That's fine. Yeah, I thought I had protection from everything. Crabomination, okay. What do you got? 3 cards enter the exile zone. They hit Stern Scolding, Collective Brutality, and Brainstorm, so not terrible. Oh, and Mox Ruby. Do they get to play all of them or just one? Just one, okay. They reveal their hand? No. Okay, Crabomination. Man, if I had protection from everything, this would have been fine. I could just take the hit, and then I could have done my beautiful Coveted Jewel play. They also took my Stern Scolding, which means I can't counter, like, Snapcaster for Remand, which probably just means I can't win. I can Metamorph Crabomination, which could get us somewhere. Let's start by drawing off the One Ring. Manifold Key. That's pretty good. Let's play Metamorph. Let me just make sure this isn't if you cast it. When it enters, they do stuff. Okay. This is the easiest one to get remanded. Yeah. I had the Stern Scolding too. But they sniped that one. Okay, they remand that. I mean, I'm still just gonna get Crabomination, I think. Flashback there. So I can now... Manifold Key doesn't really add any mana in this specific situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana is all I have. So I think I go to 4 and I just Metamorph again. And we're gonna Crabomination them. Right? There's nothing better I can really get here. I can copy the One Ring. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. I think this one should work. Okay. I'm not mad about that. And now I get to... I'm at 4. I have to deck them, basically, with Jace or something. Protection from everything. This card is so dumb, by the way. I can Manifold Key and draw a bunch of cards. I don't think there's anything in particular that I could draw that's, like, super impressive here, so let's just Surveil. Bulky God of Lies. Exile the top card of each player's library. We're gonna go down to 6. I don't think that's gonna do it. Play a Manifold Key here. And I'm not gonna draw off the ring yet. Okay, so they can take a bunch of turns, but they can't kill me currently. Because protection from everything. And I know they have Mana Leak somewhere in their deck, and it's almost certainly somewhere in their hand. They can Phantasmal Image. They just get a Kappa Cannoneer, sure. Yep, just playing all the creatures. The One Ring's so dumb. Protection from everything is so silly. It's also not like during just the next turn, it's during your next turn. So like, if they take infinite turns here, they can't hit me for damage. Okay, let's draw. Proving Ground, not amazing. So I have to spend a mana to untap artifacts. So we take 1 damage, then we draw. That's good. Let's draw some cards. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to untap this with the draw trigger on the stack. I think that's okay though. Let's go Mishra's Workshop. This should be able to beat Mana Leak. 1, 2, 3. Play this. Then I can decide if I want mana or cards. So I have to pay the cost here. I might still be dead, but we're digging for it. Triplicate Titan Displacer Kitten. Okay, so I can go 4 mana for a Displacer Kitten. Then we play our Currency Converter. Blink the Coveted Jewel. We draw Jace. Then with this, I get to untap my Coveted Jewel. And I get to play my Jace. I think I actually win here. Yes! Draw 3. Jace is in play. Add blue, cast Talisman of Dominance. Blink this. Draw 3. And then I get to Preordain or something. Play the boots. Blink this. We win! Yes, we did it! Oh my gosh. Thank you to all the believers. Wow, that was a game. This deck is a work of art. I'm having so much fun. See you all next round. All right, we're playing against Litman. We're going first. So I can go turn 1 Undercity Sewers, turn 2 Preordain. I do have the Displacer Kitten in my hand. This card is so nuts, by the way. So I'm gonna go have fun while I think about this. I'm gonna get a Surveil. The problem is Triplicate Titan in hand is kind of like a mulligan. And I could just have like Mox, Tinker, Soul Ring. Yeah, let's mulligan this. Wow, this is close. Can I turn 1 Kappa Cannoneer? How much is this? I can't turn 1. Can you improvise and then sacrifice Lotus Petal? Because I could turn 2 Kappa Cannoneer, I think. Turn 1 Workshop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I could turn 2 it. Let's keep this. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm interested. Let's keep this, and I feel like I put back Tinker. No, Tinker's insane. Let's put back Mana Drain. I get to go Workshop, Manifold Key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Boots. And then if we draw a blue source, we're golden. Um, otherwise, we got some things to work on. But I don't know. We're gonna find out if I can improvise and then sack. Although I might not actually need to figure that out because I think I could just sack the Lotus Petal for it. Undercity Sewers. Well, a little slow, but that'll make Tinker be a good plan B. So let's go Lotus Petal. Tap this. Unfortunately, I don't think I can A1. Oh, you have to tap sacrifice anyway, so I guess that makes sense. 5/5. Undercity Sewers. Blooming Marsh. I mean, that gets me closer to tinkering, so sure. Because next turn I'm just going to equip the boots and make him have ward 5. I have to play artifacts to make him unblockable, I guess. Lotus Cobra, I mean, they can block if they want to. Blooming Marsh, equip here. Really sad that I couldn't equip before, but that's okay. And I can give it, I can untap it at instant speed. Maybe they don't like see that I can do that with Manifold Key. They got a lot of mana though. You know, I was actually like specifically a little scared of Questing Beast. Back with Lotus Cobra. Oh yes. Okay, well that makes it easy. I was like, man, what do I do? But I just get to eat the Lotus Cobra here. Take 4. Alright, artifact. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Mox Ruby. Can't be blocked. Let's play Tinker. Tinker away. Honestly, I kind of want to just tinker away the boots. They're like not that useful anymore. Yeah, because I'm just grabbing Triplicate Titan. I could metamorph the Questing Beast, but I feel like Triplicate Titan against green is like pretty strong. And then I could just use Manifold Key next turn to make it unblockable. Yeah. Okay, green, red. Caldra Complete might be good against, like if they're playing Questing Beast, this card's pretty good against Questing Beast. I'll get rid of Frantic Search and just do that. Frantic Search with Currency Converter is kind of like the combo. Stern Scolding seems okay. I can technically cast Dam off Coveted Jewel, which maybe. I don't know. Let's run it like that though. We'll see what happens. Ooh. This hand is doing something. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find out. Feels like a Bring Delight for Displacer Kitten type of situation. But the tricky part is somehow I have to get a Coveted Jewel down without them like hitting me and taking it back. I wonder if Displacer Kitten says permanent you own? Currency Converter. Okay, I could start discarding lands to get treasure tokens, which can help a lot. But I think I want to play Chalice Kicked next turn. I'm going to play this. It has a lot of Bring to Light equity. I could also wait even longer depending on how fast their start looks and go like Currency Converter plus Surveil Land. Lotus Cobra is a bit fast, so I'm not going to do that. Manifold Key. I mean, Coveted Jewel Manifold Key is also kind of nuts. Yeah, I think if I could play Chalice Kicked twice, that would be so much better, but it's going to be quite a while before that's possible, so I think I just do it kicked once. And I will put down the Currency Converter now. Ooh, are they missing a land? Fanatic of Ron— oh no, never mind. Fanatic of Ronus is really scary to see. Okay, but they're not using the land off the Lotus Cobra, which is good. And this is quite slow at making mana. So let's draw a card, then discard a card. Card Island. Exile that card. Use the ability, yes. So next turn, I can exile an island to make a treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I play Manifold Key, I can get a ton of mana. Okay. Oh, in fact, by playing Manifold Key now, I can just untap Currency Converter and then make the treasure token now, which has some minor equity. This is kind of sick. I didn't even think about that combo. I win the match. Okay. See you all next round. All right, we're playing against Carrick. Let's go first. Winning the die roll feels good. Having this hand feels weird. Quite weird, actually. I mean, it's going to be a fast Triplicate Titan, I guess. Just hard cast. And I have a lot of good draws, too. So I'm going to keep it, but it's really weird. So I can go. There's no way for me to play and activate currency converter this turn. Thank you, same to you. Look at them. We'll give them a smiley face. Think I want to go Undercity Sewers, Surveil. Bayou, we will Graveyard. And then I can go Mox Ruby, currency converter. Because if I draw Tinker next turn, like, we just win. Playing against green. Okay, island. So let's activate currency converter. Zatara's Proving Ground. Whenever you discard a card. So I could actually like loot with Proving Ground next turn. So let's discard Island. Exile that to be able to make a treasure. Then play Breeding Pool tapped. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Malevolent Rumble. Okay. Get a card. What do you got? Strip Mine I don't like to see. But I don't think they... I guess they do take Strip Mine. Okay. Maybe they're going to be looping Strip Mine. So the nice thing is I can get a bunch of treasure tokens off Currency Converter and not worry about it too much. But I'm glad I didn't play the Workshop because I can like save that for another time. Okay. Well, there's Manifold Key. So let me think about this. I guess I'm just playing Zatara's Proving Grounds here. I can play the Manifold Key, untap the Currency Converter, but then I'm like one short of being able to loot with it. I mean, they're going to strip mine me. So let's loot here and see what happens. Okay, we hit Talisman. I think given that, I'm just going to go for the play now. They can strip mine the Workshop, but I'm going to get my value out of it. And Workshop's like not that useful after I've played it. Use the ability, yes, exile that. Workshop. Then we go Talisman. Then we go Manifold Key. And then we untap this. Now I can just make a bunch of treasure tokens. Okay. It's turn 2. It's not a bad turn 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if they don't strip mine my Workshop, I can play it. But I think they do just strip mine plus Bristly Bill. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't correct to expose it, but it gave me such a burst of like stuff to play this turn that it kind of felt like it would make up for it. So put a card exiled with this into play or in my graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The One Ring's pretty good. With the Manifold Key, not mad about it. Play the One Ring. Force of Negation on the One Ring. Makes sense. You got it. Missing a land drop there is pretty rough. I mean, I would have drawn like so many cards if they didn't counter that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe getting Workshop Strip Mined was bad. Take 4. Okay, let's get a treasure token. Lotus Petal. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're getting there. Frantic Search. Frantic Search is pretty good with Currency Converter, actually. So let's discard the boots. Use the ability, yes. I could just get that thing. I can play out a Lotus Petal, which I don't love because I kind of want to Frantic Search away. I think I'm just going to pass turn. We're just going to play this a little bit slow still. I'm not under too much pressure. Bristly Bill isn't that scary. Twitching Doll isn't that scary either. Okay, so let's untap this. And put this into my graveyard. Ever-flowing Chalice. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. If they spell pierce me, I'll be sad. Multi-kick 3. They actually had spell pierce? Ugh. I mean, I wasn't going to beat Mana Leak there. That's pretty brutal, though. Yeah, they just had the stuff. Alright. Their deck is pretty good, but weird. Like, they just have some pretty good permission, which is really strong against my deck. Oh, Ren 6 plus Strip Mine. Okay, we have like one turn. I mean, we could just draw Tinker. The problem is Triplicate Titan is in my hand, and they exiled the One Ring. So we are in for some trouble. Take 5. I want Bristly or the Rogue token to be able to protect if I have to like... Ugh. Okay, well... Yeah, let's Frantic Search. Discard. Island. Lotus Petal. Untap these. Yep, do the thing. Do the thing. Play out a Talisman. And pass turn. And I could like try and kill Ren and 6, but honestly I think my best bet is just drawing Tinker and then somehow like getting Displacer Kit and stuff going. I don't technically have to chump block this turn, but then I died to Ren and 6, so I probably should. This is just sacrifice to do the thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna block here. Okay, let's put a card exiled. Make a treasure. Untap this. This is so dirtily. Like, it's not really doing that much, but it's doing something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, the problem is they're gonna discard a card from my 1, 2. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't cast Coveted Jewel, which would be pretty insane here. So we're gonna draw and discard off Currency Converter while I can. Please draw land. Tinker. Okay. Unfortunately, I drew my Tinker target, but I will discard a Triplicate Titan here. I don't know what I can Tinker for now. That, like, drawing Coveted Jewel here with Tinker is pretty rough. What do I Tinker for? I mean, I probably just have to cast it, right? And I get rid of... Is it just Currency Converter? Yes, it is. Do they have more permission? If they have more counter magic, this is such a bad matchup. Yikes. Okay, I am dead. Okay, so they have like so much counter spells. I don't know exactly how I can beat that. You just need like a bunch of like threats, I guess. It's gonna be really rough though. I think like just turboing out a Tinker is like my best bet. But that was like 4 or 5 counter spells. Like I can't. This deck has like one piece of permission basically. Alright, we're on the play. Could play a big Everflowing Chalice. I'm gonna keep this. I mean, so yeah, we're gonna go Workshop, Lotus Petal, Chalice cast with Multi-Kicker 2. And then this is gonna play Talisman of Dominance. And I guess I could also play the boots, but I could just play them next turn off Workshop almost for free. And like the boots gives me, like if I draw Displacer Kitten, I can do something. They have Force of Vigor? Literally, this is the worst matchup ever. Okay. Jeez, dude. Wow. Their deck is like tailored to beat mine. Quite well, actually. Given that, let's just play the boots. They had Force of Vigor. So they have Force of Vigor, Force of Negation, Counterspell, Mana Leak, and one more, I think. Okay, I mean, let's check if the coast is clear. I need to draw another land to be able to Coveted Jewel, but like getting counter magic out of their hand with Valky seems pretty good. They have Force of Negation and blue card, so that's not great. Exile 6 cards from your graveyard. Valky exiles them, right? So I could just make Valky into Uro, and if I draw any land, I'm just going crazy. Let's do that. That's actually really good. Any land, and we're in business. And their hand does nothing currently. Dude, come on! Oh my god. Alright, yep. That's like the best draw for so many reasons, because they get cards in their graveyard for Abhorrent Oculus, so they can play that. They find Strip Mine to deny my mana. It's so bad for me. And they hit that somehow. I guess they know they can Valky, but that's... I just needed them to whiff there. And I had a chance to beat like the Nightmare matchup. Preordain's okay though. Currency converter island. I think I bottomed the currency converter because I'm just trying to hit mana here. Do that. Equip the boots here. But they can make Abhorrent Oculus now, which is what I was hoping to avoid. Yeah, that was the most insane top deck. I guess they need to draw a land. Yeah, sorry, I spoke too soon. No, they don't. They have the spawn token. Yeah, they don't need to draw land because they have the spawn. Okay, it's not so bad for me. So they do that. It's a 5/5 that manifests dread, which the problem with that is now, first of all, it's flying. But now if I attack with Uro Valky, like they could double block. It would trade for both of them. I do draw the land. Okay, I mean, they played the Oculus too. I draw the land. I can't complain about that. So Breeding Pool's just for Bring to Light. I guess Bayou is also for Bring to Light, so we'll get Bayou. Yeah, I think I need to turn Valky into Uro. 7/6. Yeah, if they trade here, I'm pretty okay with it. Because I get to draw a card and stuff. Oh, I wish I could gush in response. Okay. Why is that 6? Oh, because they manifested Dread. Okay, so 6 is gone. I already played a land, so Gush isn't very effective here. And they're 1 mana away from Bloodbraid Challenger. And they still have Force of Negation in hand. Once upon a time for an island. So next turn, I'm going to get hit by the Bloodbraid. We draw island. I can attempt to Gush here, because I can draw some good stuff. Yeah, let's do that. If they force a negation, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather that than... Oh, they drew Counterspell. Right. I mean, am I winning if I pass turn here is the question. They still have Force of Negation. I don't think I'm winning if I pass turn here. So I just have to Coveted Jewel into something good. Like tinkering it away or something. Okay. Wait, they get Uro back when Valky dies? Okay, well, I guess I'm glad I got rid of Uro. So I get hit by a Bloodbraid. Their deck is... their deck plus their draws are so fine-tuned against us. My one hope now is like I draw the 1 ring basically. And they like hit pretty bad off Bloodbraid Channeler. Because that's the last card in their hand. They hit Subtlety. I wish it didn't say... Wait, they did trigger it. Did they? Are they going to bounce their Bloodbraid Channeler on accident? Oh my gosh! We did it! Maybe they wanted to trade the Channeler for something else. I mean, I'm just drawing lands, but like Tinker would be pretty good. Endurance. Okay, so they can Endurance their graveyard to get stuff back, or my graveyard, or nobody's graveyards. Okay, they could eat my graveyard. I take 7. I mean, that's a lot of damage. But they have no cards in hand. I'm drawing live to Tinker, and they just put... Oh, stern scolding. I basically have 1 turn, I think. If I draw the 1 ring, that would be really good. I'm trying to think what else I could possibly draw. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 1 off Triplicate Titan, but I think that I would still actually die if I drew that. So it has to be like the 1 ring, basically. Kaldra Complete. You know, we're almost there. I think this is just 1 turn too late. Yeah, I take 6 damage and die. Very close. Doesn't have Vigilance. Yeah, if like the previous turn it would have been pretty good, but they just attack. Man, that was close. This deck felt like it was deserving of a trophy. What is this? You may play land cards from your graveyard. Okay, I'm dead. GG. Their deck is sweet. So, really close to the trophy. It felt like a deck that, like, definitely could have trophied. Turn to details, view your deck. Just that last matchup was woof. But yeah, Displacer Kitten, we got to do the thing. Happy about that. Coveted Jewel, just my favorite Magic card ever, basically. I didn't get to do Bring to Light Valky stuff. But I did get to turn Valky into an Uro, which felt really good. So overall, a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.